This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Two lawmakers from Pennsylvania were talking school safety today. Hear what they had to say next. Happy Friday, everyone, and thank you for spending part of it with us here at SSPTV News in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. I'm Ken Kara, and get the Samsung Productions app and/or subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay in touch over the weekend with local news and all your favorite local shows. Here's your headlines now from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Congressman Lou Barletta and State Senator Mike Regan joined forces today to hold a news conference on school safety. The news conference was held at the state capitol, where the congressman cited the levels of security required to attend today's event. The two lawmakers want immediate action on both the state and national level to keep our kids and teachers safe in the classroom. Barletta says Congress immediately found money to protect themselves after the Republican baseball team attack last year. He wants his colleagues to act just as quickly now for school safety.
So this Kids Before Congress has really moved me to a point where what do we do? What do we do immediately, the same way we did for ourselves? My life is not any more important, nor is any other federal employee's life or any other government worker. Their life is no more important than your child. And if we could do it for ourselves, we could do it for them first. So today I introduced a bill. It's called Protecting Our Kids Act. And what it would do is it would require the Department of Education and the Department of Homeland Security to develop guidelines, to issue guidelines for school security, the same way that we do that for federal buildings. Now, this is not a mandate. There's no mandate from the federal government to do it. But what DHS does for federal buildings and federal employees, it issues guidelines of what kind of security and what level of security they would recommend to make sure that those buildings are safe and those employees are safe. And what the bill would do, it would require that this is done, these guidelines are done within 60 days of enactment of the bill.
In Pennsylvania schools, because of local control, it's at the decision of the school boards and the superintendents what they do to implement security plans. As a result of that, every school is different. There's no uniformity. So your school in County A, sitting right next to County B, could have much safer schools based on decisions and priorities that are made. We think it's important to know, to assess what's happening at every school in Pennsylvania. So I've drawn up a bill and a co-sponsor memo that will allow every school will actually mandate every school fills out a survey to assess what is going on exactly in that school, so we can determine what the situation is in these schools, so we can bring them all up to a basic level, minimum level of security. So important.
Congressman Barletta's bill would allow grant money that is waiting to be used put into action immediately. The bill would also increase the amount allocated for school security. Speaking of laws, PennDOT is reminding drivers of a law that many may not be aware of. Lisa Sugart has more.
It's a new law that many drivers may not be aware of. It is the Move Over Law, also called the Steer Clear Law. James May is the Regional Press Director for PennDOT. He's here with us today to give us a breakdown of what this means, and you can be fined if you don't do this.
I think this is probably one of those laws that we've always known that it's a basic good common courtesy, that if there's somebody broken down along the side of the road, or a police car or a fire truck or a tow truck, that, you know, if you're on an interstate, especially whether it's two lanes going in the same direction, if you're able to move over, well, most of us think, okay, that's a common courtesy, we should do that. I don't know, as a dad of some new drivers, I was just talking to my wife the other day saying, I don't know that I've actually told them about this law. And so it's one of those things that we sort of take for granted, that it's just sort of basic common courtesy, but it is the law. And that what the law says is that if you're able to move into a lane that's not adjacent to the whatever incident is taking place along the road, if you're able to move over, you're required to do so. If you can't move over, you're also required to slow down as you're going through there. So I just had the a very unfortunate opportunity to sit down with the wife of someone whose husband was killed along the road last year. And you know, you look back and you say, if only the person would have moved over, then her husband would still be here today. So we see this all the time. Unfortunately, at PennDOT, our employees are out there alongside the road, working in the middle of the road many times. And you know, with sometimes there's the big concrete Jersey barrier protecting them from the traffic. Other times it's nothing more than an orange cone. So, you know, it's very important that we slow down in work zones. If there's something alongside the road, that we actually do move over and give them enough room to do what they need to do.
So there is a penalty, though. There is a fine if you are caught not moving over when you can.
There is, and it is a law now, and they've actually strengthened the law recently to make it. It used to be that it was simply for like police vehicles, emergency responders, but now they've also included utility companies, PennDOT workers, and really anybody who's alongside the road broken down. And so they've expanded it for that, and there are both civil penalties and criminal penalties as well, depending on the outcome that takes place.
All right. If they need more information on anything PennDOT related, what's the best thing to do?
You can email me directly, jamay@pa.gov. There's a lot of information. We have a website, Just Drive PA, that has a lot of safety information on it as well.
All right. Great advice, as always, from our good friends at PennDOT.
Thanks, Lisa. An event was held recently in our area to benefit the Domestic Violence Service Center. The center has been serving Luzerne and Carbon counties for 40 years. The fundraiser, held at Dano's Pub and Drums, raised over $1,500. I talked with Tammy Rogers, the center's volunteer education coordinator, about why the services are so vital, and Sherry Castrine, the center's director of development.
Domestic violence incident happens every 9 seconds in the United States. Between 4 and 6 million women are beaten each year, and over 4,000 of them are murdered. So when you think about those statistics, you think about, okay, Luzerne County. Luzerne County ranks number 5 in the state of Pennsylvania when it comes to the most homicides due to domestic violence. So you think number 5, behind Allegheny in Philadelphia County. I mean, that's quite a bit. And people don't like to come out about it because they think, oh, it's just one of those behind closed doors issues that, you know, people don't need to know about it. People are going to think I'm stupid, or, you know, I'm incompetent when it comes to putting up with this abuse, and I can't let people know. But they have a lot of reasons for why they stay, and for the reasons why they, you know, won't come and utilize our services. But we try to get out there more and tell them that, look, everything is free and confidential. We're not going to judge you on anything that's going on.
What would step number 1 be if someone is watching this and they are in a situation, how, maybe to get over the first hurdle or that? What advice would you give?
Call our hotline. We have counselor advocates on duty 24/7. We never shut down. So even if you call at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're going to get a counselor advocate. You're not going to get an answering system. You're going to get an actual person to talk to who can walk you through the steps. And it's going to take a long time before they actually really feel like it's time to leave. Because on average, a woman will leave between 9 and 11 times before they actually leave for good.
This organization is absolutely amazing. It is community oriented. We service all of Luzerne and Carbon County, and it is an absolutely amazing organization to give back to.
And again, if you or someone you know needs the center's assistance, they can call the 24-hour hotline. The number is 1-800-424-5600. The Roar is back in the Poconos this weekend. The fun starts tonight at Pocono Raceway for the General Tire #AnywhereIsPossible 200 ARCA race. That's at 5:45 p.m. Tomorrow, the NASCAR Xfinity Series will hold the Pocono Green 250, recycled by JP Mascaro and Sons. That'll be at 1 p.m. and you can watch it on FS1. On Sunday at 2 p.m., it's the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Pocono 400. That will also be on FS1. For a complete list of events this weekend and for tickets, visit PoconoRaceway.com. This is the final weekend to enjoy the Laurel Mall Spring Fling Carnival. The big event runs through this Sunday on the grounds of the Laurel Mall. Congratulations to the 10 lucky viewers who each received a family 4-pack of wristbands for the big event. The carnival opens tomorrow and Sunday at noon, so bring the entire family and enjoy the final weekend of the Spring Fling Carnival. This weekend, the curtain goes up on a popular musical. The 1928 musical, The Drowsy Chaperone, is being presented tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday at the DM Performance Works Factory Theater in Nuremberg. For tickets, call 570-710-7244. Showtimes are at 7 p.m. tonight and tomorrow and Sunday at 2 p.m. The theater is located at 15 School Street in Nuremberg. Have you ever used a product and thought, why didn't I think of that? Tonight, the girls, Deb and Janine, introduce us to some inventors from our area who did think of that. Join Deb and Janine as they introduce us to some safety and medical devices developed by people you may know, inventors from Wilkes University. It's an all-new episode of The Girls tonight at 9 p.m. on SSPTV, or watch anytime with the free Samsung Productions app or at ssptv.com. And for all our SSP TV programming, remember to pick up the TV Weekly insert found in each Sunday's edition of the Standard Speaker, and don't forget to clip the money-saving coupons as well. Coming up on SSP TV News, Ron Marchetti recaps a super busy championship sports week. And up next, two cool cats are looking for forever homes. It's Adopt Me from the Hazleton Animal Shelter. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
No matter when or where you plan to travel, it's best to make sure your car's in good shape. Tonight, John Arapoli has more helpful auto advice.
All right, well, it's time for our last segment in this series of auto advice from Luzerne Tire. I'm joined by the owner of Luzerne Tire, Mark Ondition. Mark, let's talk about brakes today. So I've so far been lucky, thank God, that I've never had a brake problem, but what is something that if someone's driving, they know, there's a problem with your brakes? What's something they should look out for?
Like this typical example, customer came in with a complaint, he heard something grinding. We examined the vehicle and saw that the left side was grinding metal to metal, brought it in, checked it. On this vehicle, he had a stuck, what we call a brake caliper. Brake caliper is a part of the hydraulic system that squeezes the pads and makes the car stop. And we see a lot of this in the spring after the salt and the rust and all that happens. That's what happened, and all of it needs to be replaced. And as you can see, that's what it looks like when it's all done.
Yeah, and I know you just mentioned a different part of the brake. That was my next question for you. So there's all different types of things that make up the brake. There's rotors, brake cables. What's kind of all the things that make up a brake exactly? It's not just one big thing.
Again, there's the brake rotor. The pads are in here. This is the caliper. These are the things that make the brakes work, and they all work on hydraulic fluid. So there's brake hoses that supply the fluid, and when you step on a brake, it squeezes down and makes the car stop.
Okay, now, Mark, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this one already. You probably should not try to fix your brakes by yourself. That's something for professionals.
10 years ago, yeah, okay, but again, systems are changing, things are starting to get a little more complicated. You should have experience, mechanical experience, if you're going to do your own brakes. And again, there are manuals, you could buy books, you can YouTube, stuff like that to find information to do your own car, but again, you should know what you're doing.
And Mark, we just saw, obviously you were showing, you guys do them right here, so if you have a problem with your brakes, bring them into Luzerne Tire and you could help everybody out.
Yep, that's what we do. We pretty much do everything under one roof.
So Mark, we kind of hit on everything here. So we got some oil changes, brakes, alignments. The last time, I think we talked about some antifreeze, fixing tires. Is there anything you guys can't do here?
Well, the only thing we don't rebuild engines, and we do not rebuild transmissions. Everything else we could pretty much handle. The little lights on your dashboard, tires, obviously, brakes, suspension work, alignments. Yeah, we do everything. We do a lot.
All right, so if you have a problem with your car, bring it on down here to Luzerne Tire. Mark's a great guy here. He'll take care of you really well. And remember, everyone, to keep watching SSP TV News.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Nice look at Most Precious Blood Church on Cybert Street in the city of Hazleton today. Let's take a look at the forecast now for the weekend from the National Weather Service. Tonight we do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms, then some showers likely after 7 p.m. 60% chance of precipitation. New rainfall amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch possible. Our low tonight will be 65 degrees. And then on Saturday we have a 60% chance of showers, possibly a thunderstorm, patchy fog before 8 a.m. We'll have a high tomorrow of 73 degrees. At night we're down to 57 degrees with a 60% chance of showers. Sunday, 60% chance of showers, mainly after 2 p.m. Cloudy with a high near 64. At night, same chance of showers, cloudy with a low of 50 degrees. On Monday, we're down to a 30% chance of showers, high of only 63. Monday night, a low of 51 degrees with a 40% chance of showers. Keep that chance of showers for Tuesday with partly sunny skies, though highs in the mid-60s. And then Tuesday night, 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, low of 49 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. For daily hours, call 570-455-5362. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
Numbers before the kittens tonight. Here's your green screen on SSPTV. Look up your lottery numbers, palottery.com. You can get them there because they were not all zeros. Now off to the Hazleton Animal Shelter for Adopt Me.
Hello again. Here I have with me Serenity. Serenity is a young adult and a recent addition to our female colony. Like all of our cats that are up for adoption, she's currently spayed, good on all of her vaccines including her rabies and feline distemper. She's also been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both diseases. Serenity here is also microchipped. This cat is very affectionate and lovable once she gets to know you, but initially she's a little bit nervous. We don't really recommend her for people who have other cats, although she is adjusting well here at the colony. Serenity here, though very attached to people, prefers to be a loner. That's it for our first animal today. Let's have a look at another cat. And here I have with me Deo. Deo is a recent addition to our female colony, and as you can see, loves people and really loves to be held. Like all of our cats that are up for adoption, Deo here is already spayed, current on all of her vaccines, including her rabies and her feline distemper. She has also been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both diseases. She is also microchipped. Deo is more affectionate than she is playful, and we think she'd make the ideal lap cat. That's it for this week's pets. If anyone at home is interested in adopting Serenity, Deo here, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazleton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
Super fast SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard tonight before we get to Ron Marchetti, and don't blink because you might miss it. The Rail Riders, they lost to Louisville on Thursday to close out that series. They're in Indianapolis this weekend. Jose Quintana tossed a gem for the Cubs and picked up a win. Ben Zobrist had a home run in the win over the Mets. Their manager, perhaps you've heard of him, Joe Madden, is scheduled to be in the Hazleton area on Monday for the Try Not to Suck in the Valley Golf Tournament to benefit the Hazleton Integration Project. And now Ron Marchetti, perhaps you've heard of him. Here he is with his latest edition of Short Shots.
Goodbye, May. Hello, June. And hi, everybody, on this first day of the month. This is Short Shots, a recap of what happened in sports this past week. Well, last Friday, Cougar athlete and Sky Roman Award winner Joe Grula finished 9th, one spot away from a state medal in the triple jump. Diddle that 9th place finish and one spot away from the medal stand for Couturier Leggett in the 3A shot put at the TNF State Championships in Shippensburg. Marion's Tina Caparella won the silver medal in the 1,600-meter run and 8th place in the 800. Caparella concluded her brilliant high school career with 3 state medals, adding 4 state medals, including 1 gold that she won in cross country. Also, Emma McCafferty of Marion took 8th place in the discus, and Joe Grula was also 8th in the javelin, ending his high school career. Caparilla is headed to Delaware in the fall, and Gould is going to Brown University, but he has to make a stop on the way to the Hazelton Swing Club next Thursday, June 7th, to pick up some hardware. Last Saturday, Marion's Baseball Club lost their two-way title game to Schuylkill Haven 5-0 at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown. On Monday, Hazelton area lost their 6A district final to Williamsport 4-3 at PNC Field in Moosic. The Cougars are 11-10 and will play for the District 2 championship today against West Scranton at Pittston area. It will be their final game this season, win or lose. On Tuesday, MMI captured the District 2 Single A championship behind the freshman Marcus Dancherson's neat two-hit shutout. The Peppers topped Forest City 3-0. Dancherson only had to throw 84 pitches, giving up 2 singles while striking out 8. However, on the following day, MMI lost to Tri-Valley 9-2 for the District 211 Class A sub-regional title. Tri-Val scored 5 in the first inning. Also on Wednesday, 21-1 Hazelton area advanced in the softball playoffs with a 10-6 victory over Williamsport for their 6th straight District 2 and 4th championship. What else? Will Power won the Indy 500. Danica Patrick finished 30th in the final race of her career. In the NBA, Golden State and Cleveland both came back from being down 3-2 in the semifinals while winning Game 7 on the road. So last night, for the 4th straight year, the Warriors and Cavaliers started the NBA Finals, and the greatest of all-time player on this planet is playing in his 8th consecutive NBA Finals series. That would be King James, but I'm still going with the Warriors in 7. The Cavs won it last year. Enjoy your weekend and hope to see you right back here on Monday. Till then, be a good sport and stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's talk of the town. Catholic Social Services will be having their annual Beam Basket Auction on Sunday, June 3rd at Our Lady of Grace Church in Madonna Hall. This event will start at 11:30 a.m. The drawing will begin at 2 p.m. For more information, you can call the number on your screen. And that's today's Talk of the Town.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of the following. Herbert S. Scuba Sr. of Bradford was born in Hazelton. Services are private. John J. Witchen Sr., formerly of Freeland. The funeral is Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. at the McNulty Funeral Home in Freeland. A massive Christian burial is set for 10 a.m. at Good Shepherd Church in Drums on Tuesday. Friends may call Monday from 6 to 9 p.m. and Tuesday from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at the funeral home. Edgar D. Adams of Tresco. The funeral is Monday at the Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo at 10 a.m. Friends and family may call Monday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the funeral home. Joseph Duda of Freeland. Services are private. Irene A. Palco, formerly of Hazelton. Funeral is Monday at 9:30 a.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazelton. Massive Christian burial is Monday at 10 a.m. at St. Joseph Church in Hazelton. Friends and family may call from 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. at the funeral home. Phyllis June Weir, formerly of Tamaqua. The funeral is at 11 a.m. on Tuesday at St. Peter's Church of Mansville in Tamaqua. Friends and family may call from 9:30 a.m. until the time of the service at the church. Irene E. Matzik of Freeland. Arrangements will be announced by the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland. And Eric Patrick Baker of Freeland. The funeral is Friday, June 8th at 10:30 a.m. at the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland. Friends and family may call June 8th from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at the funeral home.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers. If you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Carol White of Ashland. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
Come to my attention that some of us here at SSPTV forgot to wish Annie Kistler a happy birthday, and I'd like to rectify that right now. So sorry for me and Lisa Sugar. Did not forget about you here. Annie, hope you had a good one. I hope everyone has a great weekend. It's the Wine and Chocolate Walk in downtown Hazelton this evening. Get out there and enjoy it. If you want to know what else is going on this weekend, go back and watch past episodes of SSPTV online at SSPTV News. We'll tell you all about community happenings. That's it for this week, though. I'll see you on Monday. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.